What's up, Bears fans, and welcome back to the Bear Review. Today we're starting off our new 2025 NFL Draft Prospect Series. With this, I want to spotlight some top players who could be wearing the navy and orange next season, from their backstories to their game-changing 2024 performances, and most importantly, how they fit into the future of the Chicago Bears. To kick things off, I want to start talking about SMU's rising star, defensive end Elijah Roberts. Let's break it all down. Roberts hails from Miami, Florida, where he played high school football at Christopher Columbus High School. A former four-star recruit, he garnered attention from all major Florida programs, including several from across the country. But ultimately, Roberts decided to stay home and enroll at the University of Miami. Unfortunately for Roberts, he only started one game over 3 seasons from 2020 to 2022. But that didn't deter Roberts. He bet on himself and decided to enter the transfer portal in 2023, ending up with the SMU Mustangs, and the rest is history. Now, at the recent Shrine Bowl, we were able to get our most up-to-date measurables on Roberts. He stood in at 6 foot 3 inches tall, weighing in at 290 pounds. His arm length was 33 and 7/8 inches, and his wingspan was actually 82 inches. Surprisingly, both of those were the largest of any defensive end brought into the Shrine Bowl this year. Now, Roberts' whole game is built around strength, power, and short area explosiveness. He's more often than not an overwhelming blend of initial knockback and contact balance. That's going to help him penetrate the gaps and be a true disruptive force on the defensive line. He also has very stiff and heavy hands and a good first punch, which he uses to help create space between him and opposing tackles. However, in terms of a power rusher, he's not without his limitations. Like I said, he has very good arm length, but he's not supremely long in that regard. So that means more patient tackles who have a real strong anchor could neutralize his attempts to get around the outside. Overall, as a run defender, he thrives as a control player. He knows how to read blocks and diagnose those concepts effectively. His overall block diagnosis could use a little polishing, of course, but what he really has that most don't is patience. I'm going to illustrate that with a clip here. As you can see from this clip, Roberts is going to run over and initially plug his gap, but he's not going to get greedy and try to go immediately towards the runner and possibly miss and give up a big play. No, he sits down in space, waits for the runner to make his move, and then executes his tackle. Now, like I was saying earlier, the one real knock on his game is his overall speed in space. He's not going to win you any track meets, but as you can see by his 2024 numbers, his power and dominance more than make up for that. 2024, he recorded 35 tackles, 11 tackles for a loss, 8 sacks, and generated a team-leading 60 pressures. And like I said earlier, his game really took off once he transferred to SMU, and the PFF grades prove that. In 2024, his overall defensive grade was a 91.2. He had his highest run grade ever in 81.3. His pass rush was an amazing 90.7. And the one thing you can get him on really this year was his abnormally high missed tackle rate. His first year in SMU was 18%. It ballooned to 24% this year. He gave him a tackling grade of 49.4. However, during his career at Miami, in limited play, he did demonstrate a discipline in his tackling. So I think once he gets with a good coach, they can get that out of him and really round out his game. Now, we all know the Bears are severely lacking in the pass rush department. Roberts brings that in spades. He led SMU with a pass rush win rate of 22.6%. When you're looking at edge rushers in the entirety of college football, who at least played a minimum of 200 snaps, that's good for 6th. His true set win rate was 37.9. Amazing. If you take that same range, and we're going to look at his run stuff percentage now, 8.5%. That put him tied for 19th at the moment. The real good thing about Roberts, what makes him an intriguing prospect, is he's not really limited to one side of the line, as you can see here. In this graph, what I did is broke down his pass rush production from both sides, left and right. You can see on the left side, he got more sacks, of course, 5 sacks, got 4 hits, and 26 hurries. Overall, he was disrupting a play every 4.68 snaps. That's really, really good. On the right side, he was no slouch either. He still picked up 3 snaps, so 3 sacks overall, 3 hits, and 18 hurries. But it took him 7 snaps to do that. But in comparison, he did those once every 7 snaps. Still not bad. The good thing is he can also play inside as well. So what you could do with him is bring in 2 more speed guys on the ends and use him inside like we do to Marcus Walker now. And with Walker making about $5 million, Roberts could be a great replacement. Currently, Elijah Roberts is projected as a 4th round pick. This was pre-Shrine Bowl though. I believe his Shrine Bowl performance has elevated his stock, however. Now the Bears hold pick 72 in round 3, and it's looking like that might be the perfect spot for him. His overall combination of speed, power, and explosiveness offers us a significant upside that we could take advantage of. And personally, I believe he's going to outplay his draft position. Like I said before, I'm not overly concerned with his lack of open space speed. He's more of a power guy, and he would fit it right in with the Bears' current defense. I personally think Dennis Allen's going to love him. But what do you guys think? Would you take Elijah Roberts? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Bears content. Next up, we're sticking with another defensive player, but you're going to have to stay tuned to find out who. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time, bear down.